Radha's eternal promise to Krishna in the sacred land of Vrindavan, where the Yamuna river flows gently and the breeze carries the fragrance of blooming kadamba flowers, there lived a love so pure that time itself could not fade it. This was the divine love of Radha and Krishna, not just a love between two beings, but a spiritual union between the soul and the Supreme. From childhood, Radha felt a deep connection to Krishna whenever she heard the soft melody of his flute echoing through the forests of Vrindavan. Her heart would fill with peace. The villagers saw Krishna as playful and mischievous, but Radha saw something more. She saw divinity. Krishna's smile could calm storms. His laughter could remove sorrow, and his presence made every moment feel eternal. One evening, under the silver glow of the full moon, Krishna played his flute beside the Yamuna river. The sound was not ordinary music. It was a divine call. Radha closed her eyes and followed the melody. When she reached him, their eyes met. And in that silent gaze existed a promise beyond words, but destiny had its own path. As Krishna grew older, he knew he had to leave Vrindavan to fulfill his greater purpose in Mukti. The time had come to defeat evil and protect Dharma. The night before his departure, Vrindavan felt unusually still. The wind did not blow. Even the river seemed quiet. Radha met Krishna beneath their favorite kadamba tree. There were no tears at first. Only silence. Will you forget Vrindavan? Radha softly asked. Krishna looked at her with compassion. How can I forget my own soul? Radha understood that Krishna belonged not only to her, but to the entire universe. Yet her heart trembled at the thought of separation. That night, Radha made a promise. Not a promise of possession, not a promise of earthly union, but a promise of eternal devotion. I will love you not with attachment, she said, but with surrender. Wherever you go, my heart will remain with you. Even if the world separates us, my soul will never leave you. Krishna smiled, for he knew this love was not bound by distance. When Krishna left Vrindavan, many wept. The gopis cried, the cows wandered restlessly, and even the trees seemed to bow in sadness. But Radha remained calm. She did not cry in front of others. Her love was deeper than tears. She began to live in remembrance of Krishna. Every morning, she whispered his name. Every evening, she listened for a flute that only her heart could hear. Yer Basid. Krishna became a king, a guide, and the speaker of the Bhagavad Gita. He stood on the battlefield of Kurukshetra and spoke of duty, devotion, and surrender. Yet, devotees believe that in the deepest chamber of his heart, Vrindavan still lived, and within Vrindavan Radha's love remained eternal. Radha never sought recognition. She never demanded return. Her promise was simple, unconditional love without expectation. That is why, even today, Krishna's name is rarely spoken alone. Devotees say Radha Krishna, honoring the truth that divine love and divinity are inseparable. Radha's promise teaches us that true love is not about physical closeness. It is about spiritual unity. It is about loving without fear, without ego, and without conditions. Her devotion transforms separation into eternal presence. And so, in every temple bell, in every chant of Hare Krishna, in every whisper of the wind in Vrindavan, Radha's promise still lives. Because real love does not end with distance, it becomes eternal. Moral of the story: true love is selfless and expects nothing in return. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. Your support keeps the stories flowing. Hit the bell icon and stay connected.